Good morning, watch fans. I want to know how you organize your watches. What do you do? Do you have a drawer? I had a sock drawer with watches in it for the longest time. Then I got a new dresser and it had a little cool pull-out place to put stuff, and I kept watches and change and my wallet in there. That unfortunately burned to the ground. That house caught fire. The dresser was gone. So when I got back into watches again, I started with a small little cheap jewelry box that my wife had that was unused, just a wooden oak thing. And eventually I had enough watches I could get one of these. A little 10 slotter, and then I have now a 12 slot box for watches. I've had watch winders with drawers and jewelry drawers. Unfortunately, watch winders, to my opinion, I think they're kind of a waste of money. They're too noisy for me. I need a lot of silence when I sleep. A lot. I wake up with the simplest noise. So I can't have a watch winder in my room. I consider putting it in a different room, but I like having them in the morning when I get up. I can go to a watch box and decide what I'm going to wear, because sometimes I don't always pick a watch out the night before. Sometimes I do. I'm an overtired guy. I can do what I want, But I like get up and look at my box and decide what I'm going to wear. And how I store them are really kind of, they're not random. This is my best. This is the titanium DLC coated, Super G-Shock, the king of all G's. It's in the number one slot for G-Shocks. This is my Rolex. It's in the number one slot for sports watches. So they stay in these slots all the time. And then this is my most worn watch. This is my second most worn watch. These two. When I'm going to grab a watch, I typically just grab that and go, be done with it. People don't even know it's a $150 watch modified to be a $300 watch. You can't tell. Same thing with this one. It's the same kind of modification. It's the same exact modification, except that this is stainless and this is black. So, the stainless is really nice. It has the Gerald Genta look, the screws in the case. I honestly prefer the screws not to be there, but they're there. But for the price, this one doesn't have any screws in it. It has the G-Shock name, and it has the names of the actual buttons next to it. So very similar. They wear the same. The stainless steel's heavier than this one because this is on a plastic bracelet. But this is how I keep them. This is my newest. To the watch I just got. This. I did a video on a few days ago. This is my newest watch in the collection. Love it. Great watch. And it's newest. It probably gets the least amount of wear time, but it's not going anywhere. It's not one of my core watches. I talked about that in another video, but it is a great watch still. So I have 10 watches in rotation and room for 2 more. Maybe Aquaterra, maybe a Rolex OP 41. So I'd have to rotate everything around a little bit, put these 2 up here and put the Rolex and the Aquaterra on the bottom row or something. Because I had 50 watches. Yes, 50. I have 2 more of these 12X holders in the safe, empty. 2 10X in the safe also, the original ones I had. So I have room for another, I don't know, what is that? Anyone do the math on that? 40, 50 odd more watches I could hold. 54 more watches or something. Never had them all filled, but I've been really close. And then one of those 10X has a few family heirloom watches that are in there that I'm not going to get rid of, that aren't really for sale. I don't wear them either because they're too delicate, or they're fashion watches, or they're women's watches, or whatever reason. I don't wear them. Mickey Mouse, I still would wear Mickey Mouse occasionally. But these are my 10 watches that I keep in rotation. They're by my bed. I get to look at them every day. They're in line sight. When I have guests over, you have to make a decision. Do you trust your guests? Do you trust people who visit you? Do you keep them out? If I had to get rid of them, put them somewhere, I could close them right down, put them in the safe, and be done with it. But I keep them out. I have mostly good friends. Nobody's a jerk. Nobody's a felon. I used to actually have a few watches in a watch winder just on display as jewelry, kind of I didn't wear them and they were kind of cool. But that humming noise, that watch winder made humming noises, can't stand it. A couple of guys on YouTube have watch winders, good ones. And you can hear in the background the little whiny noises, and I couldn't have it. I can't have it. But this is how I store my watches. This is how I organize my watches. I'd like to hear how you organize your watches. Are you like where I was 10 years ago with just a drawer and then eventually a small box, and you just kept everything in there randomly? Or are you more a presentation person now with this $20 watch box? that don't leave out in the sun because the stuff will peel off in the back. Trust me, I've already had to glue it back on once. Just a nice, inexpensive box. This is $20 delivered to your house, and it looks good. It's got great pillows, actually. Let me know what you think in the description. You guys have a great day, and I'll see you next time.